Ooh, here we go. My name is Altair, and for the last year, I've been on the run from some very dangerous people. I've decided to document my thoughts so when somebody inevitably finds my body, they'll understand why. I don't really know how to say this, so I'm just gonna spill it. I'm a mercenary, or I guess I was a mercenary. The last job I took was going so incredibly smoothly. I had found my target, I isolated them, and I took them out. It wasn't until the job was done that I realized the mistake I'd made. I had unknowingly killed the nephew of the most powerful man in the village, and I was too late getting home to warn the man that raised me of the dangers that we were now in. I found him slumped against the wall with his own sword sticking out of his chest. There was also a note on the ground next to him that said, "We will find you, and you'll get what you deserve." I didn't know what to do, so I grabbed a bag of my belongings and I ran out the back. Since that day, I've spent my time lurking in the shadows, hopping from village to village, hiding amongst the sky islands, any that I could find that weren't inhabited. And I think this is the first time I've ever actually been scared. Entry 2. A few months ago, a knight captain with wings similar to me found me. I waited for him to attack me, but he didn't. Didn't seem that he wanted to. In fact, he invited me back to his kingdom. A place called Stratus, or the Cloud Kingdom. Apparently, it's a place full of people like me. Winged people. Seraphs is what he calls them. Or, I guess, us. What I'm hoping for is that this will be a place I can blend in better. Somewhere they won't find me. And if they find the kingdom, maybe I'll still be able to stay hidden with all the other winged people around me. I've now learned this knight captain's name. It's Nimbus Stormwind. He's formerly half of a twin set of knights. Recently, he's been promoted to captain, while his sister has been made the new advisor of Princess Rain. Hearing a little bit of Nimbus's story, I felt that it was only right that I disclose with him some of what my situation is. And to be honest, I thought this would be the end of our trek together. Each one of us going down our own separate path, but that wasn't the case. Instead, he told me that he'd keep it to himself, and that hopefully this new journey I was on could be the start of something good for me. So I guess we'll see how that goes. Update. I passed through a village today, and I heard a small child refer to me as the Angel of Death. And they're not wrong, but I feel guilty. Is this the something good that Nimbus was talking about? I've been recruited to join the Knights for this place, and I accepted that role, but I've still got to go through all the steps and training to help myself move up through the ranks. I can't shake the fact that maybe I've been offered this position because of what I told Nimbus. I've only been here for months. I don't trust these people, and surely they couldn't trust me by now, right? Like I've basically stayed to myself since I got here. Everywhere I go, they still stare at me. Is it because I'm the only person here with black wings? Or do they know? Do they know I'm a monster? Can they see the atrocities that I've committed? I see them. Every time I close my eyes. They all had people that cared about them. I didn't know what that was like until I seen him on the floor like that. I've made countless people feel the same way that I felt. I think about him a lot. He wasn't my father, but he raised me like one. My first memory I have is seeing the bodies of my parents on the ground. My mom clutching her black sword, shrouded in my father's wings. They'd really tried to protect each other. A nice man in a robe came in and scooped me up, hugged me, never said a word to me, just carried me up the mountain to his home. Years later, he began to train me. I know that people like this are now referred to as monks. And for years, he trained me, day in, day out. Sometimes I can still feel the sting of the bamboo slapping the back of my hands. And I know he just wanted me to be the best that I could be. And I am. Or I guess I was. But I wasn't necessarily good at a good thing. Don't mean that learning to defend myself was a bad thing. It's just that I took all that training and turned it into a bad thing. I killed people. I killed a lot of people. I used it to make money. I defiled his teachings and made myself into a monster. I chipped off pieces of my soul with every job or life that I took. I'm hoping with my new position in this kingdom that I can do some good and start to piece my soul back together. But maybe I can't.